just so cute. I love Joel.
I'm a big Joel fan. Canada loves you. Your house guests love you. Did a great job.
It's okay to be a little weird because we all have our weird quirks and stuff. And
Joel's the best. Joel, you're the winner, and I will shout loudest. Don't you worry.
Joel's a really smart guy.
Let's hear it, please, for Joel.
What's up, everybody? This is Joel with a very special edition of Random Rapid Fire, the game show where I ask former reality stars 17 questions to see how well they actually know themselves and things that fans know of them. Today, I'm very honored to have somebody way overseas from the UK, the runner-up from Big Brother 18 in the United Kingdom. He's confesses to cheating all the time, but there's no way he's going to be able to cheat this test. It is Raph Korine. Raph, how's it going?
Very well. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what have you been up to since finishing second in Big Brother 18?
So since finishing Big Brother, I went back to my regular job. I was working in like a consulting company in London. So I just kind of moved to London and was working there. I graduated university. And then like 3 months ago, I quit my job in London and I just like started doing some traveling. I went to Japan, like Canada, the US and places. And I'm moving to LA in July to start working in like casting for reality TV. So I'm going right back to that like Big Brother world, right?
And that's a world that you pretty much like live and breathe. We were talking just before this about the fact that you don't really like do much else. I mean, you went to school, you were a psychology student and whatnot, but you don't really like watch or do anything else in your spare time besides Big Brother pretty much, right?
In terms of watching stuff, yeah, I do other stuff like sports and whatnot, but in terms of television, like I'm only really into reality TV. Yeah, like I don't really watch movies. I don't really like the nature of scripted shows. I like that raw, authentic, like reality TV type concept. So yeah, absolutely. All my TV time goes to Big Brother specifically, and then some other reality shows as well.
Yeah, for sure. So what was it? First off, you're somebody who grew up mostly in North America. You've obviously spent some time in Europe, and you're living in Switzerland.
I've actually lived longer in Europe than I have in North America.
But you're probably, I would say you probably would have wanted more of a North American style version where it's a little bit more cutthroat than the UK style.
For me personally,
yeah. So
yeah, I think the thing with the UK style is if you profess to playing a game or being strategic about things you're doing, the public can dislike that and vote you out. So you have to be like much more careful. So I think my personality, like I really like games and strategic like maps and how to work through people and situations. And I think I would have been probably better suited to a US or Canadian version, but I loved being part of the UK version and I wouldn't change it for the world. Like I would do the UK version over the US or Canada version now that I've done it. But I just think it's more fun, the game version.
Well, hopefully you like this game version, because how this game works is I'm going to ask you 17 questions. We'll see how well Raph knows some of the things that he is known for. So put on your thinking cap, think back. I know it seems like an eternity when we get off the show after a few months or so, but as best you can, remember some of the things you're known for, and we'll see how well you do. All right, here we go.
I take my gun and I go, pew, 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 pew.
Okay, before we get started,
yes,
there is a right answer and a wrong answer to everything in this quiz. So once you answer, you will perhaps hear a correct answer, and you will hear the following. That's the sound you want to hear. That's the sound you want to hear. This is the sound you do not want to hear. Or perhaps now that I'm thinking about it and some of the things I know about you, perhaps this is not so bad. But here's what you'll hear if you hear a wrong answer.
Wrong.
So perhaps, most people I always have run on joke and like, oh, you don't want to get the Donald Trump wrong. But from what we know of you, perhaps the Donald Trump wrong is an okay thing. We'll see. But all right, here we go. Let's start with question number 1. So in the latest edition of the Times and Sunday Times Good University Guide in 2018, in this year, Exeter, the school that you attended, was named one of the top 10 universities in the world. Is that true or is that false?
One of the top 10 universities in the world? In something specific or just in general?
In general.
I'll say it's wrong.
Absolutely. It is, believe it or not, it is number 14 on the list, according to my research, or according to the website when I went to Exeter as well. So
nice.
they're hyping themselves up. So good for you. You went to a pretty darn good university going into and coughed up tens of thousands of dollars. Did you have to pay outright or did you take student loans?
My parents helped me.
Nice. Oh, the beauty of parents. Yes.
Yeah. But it's much cheaper in the UK compared to the US and Canada. I'm not sure about Canada, but compared to the US, for sure, much cheaper.
US is insane. My tuition, I did a year and a half of studies at a conservatory in the US. It was equivalent to my 4-year program that I did in Canada, like the tuition. So tuition,
right. Yeah.
It's insane.
Crazy.
Insane. Question number 2. My TV wife, Nikki Graham, is among the big names in the history of Big Brother UK, of course. You speak 5 languages. First off, what are the 5 languages that you speak?
So I'm fluent in 4, but I I'm learning another one. So I said 5.
Okay. So what
I'm fluent in English, French, Japanese, and German. Those are the 4 I'm fluent.
Okay. And what's the one you're learning?
I'm learning Spanish and Welsh combined. So it's kind of there.
That sounds like a really good language to combine and put together.
Two separately. Spanish because it's just a really useful language, and Welsh because it's the oldest living language in Europe. And I wanted to kind of have a language that other people can't speak.
And the craziest dialect to pull off, I can tell you from an actor's standpoint, when I had to learn dialects, Welsh was the biggest.
Right.
Not one. It's not as heavy as the Scottish one, but it's not really the fake Cockneyish that people always stereotype the British one with. So Welsh is kind of in its own little element. It's really difficult to grasp how they pronounce things over there.
Yeah.
Question 2 then, with that being said, my TV wife, Nikki Graham, who's among one of the big names in the history of the UK, has a signature phrase that she's known for, that says, "I'm a legend." And I'm really butchering Nikki's voice. I'm not all on the voice thing. So you speak 5 languages. In all 5 languages that you speak, or 4, and then the one that you're learning, say the words, "I'm a legend."
I'm a legend.
How would you say it in each of the languages you speak?
I literally can tell you a single one for the word legend. I could say I'm the best or I'm the greatest, but
say something similar to that then, because I get it. I speak French too.
I'm not sure if there's a legend equivalent. Boko Mandes, I'm number 1. That's in Japanese. I'm the best. I'm a legend, I guess, would be English. German, ich bin der Besten, or and then I don't know, Spanish, soy numero uno.
Yeah, we'll just go with that. I don't actually know. That's random rapid fire. That's how great I am of a host for this, is the fact that I research all this stuff on the most reliable source in Wikipedia, but sometimes I don't actually know the answer, so I'm just okay, that sounds all right. That sounds fair. That sounds fair to me. That sounds fair to me.
4 of the languages are right. I don't know about
the languages. Something there. Question number 3: true or false? Yeah. You teamed up with Chanel. That's how it's pronounced, right?
Correct.
Good.
Yes.
Thank you. You teamed up with Chanel simply because you were a huge fan of Coco Chanel. Is that true or false?
False. I don't even know what Coco Chanel is. Is it a dog or something?
That's correct, by the way. And your other question was correct as well. So you're 3 for 3 so far. Coco Chanel was a very well-known fashion designer from back in the day.
That's the name, I see.
Name, yeah, Coco Chanel, the Chanel brand. Yes. Question number 4. Answer the following question. How did Donald Trump, somebody that you admitted on national television that you voted for in the election, any regrets on that, by the way?
No.
Okay, no, that's fair. You own it, man. It's your vote. You do what a lot of people don't do, and that's exercise your right to speak by voting. So either way, no matter who you vote for, you use your right to vote.
It says very little about who I am, I think.
Well, it's rare that people of your age especially go out to vote. So it's nice we can always say what we want about who people vote for and what their allegiances are and whatnot. But to go out and actually vote is the most important thing, no matter where you stand, in my opinion.
I absolutely agree.
Okay, so with that being said, answer the following question: how Donald Trump did during a political debate. He was asked by a pundit during a debate back when he was vying for the Republican nomination, which he eventually got. One of the questioners asked him, Donald Trump, you've called women that you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. And he answered, only who? Was it A, Hillary Clinton, B, Megyn Kelly, C, Rosie O'Donnell, or D, Stormy Daniels?
Ooh, 4 options.
That's right. And with Donald Trump, it could be many more that I left out on that list.
Say the options again. What are the 4 options?
Options are A, Hillary Clinton, B, Megyn Kelly, C, Rosie O'Donnell, or D, Stormy Daniels.
I'm going to say Hillary Clinton.
Wrong.
No, I'm afraid not, Raph. Your first blemish, it was Rosie O'Donnell. Of course, Rosie and Trump have had quite the feud ever since Trump threw his name. I think even before he threw his name in the hat to be president.
Right.
Question number 5. This is testing your Big Brother knowledge. You said you lived and breathed Big Brother. Let's put that to the test right here. Name the 2 housemates to be. Now, keep in mind what I said. The key word there is housemates, not house guests. Name the 2 housemates. Name the 2 housemates to be the only ever all-female final 2 in Big Brother UK history.
Helen and Ashley.
Yuppers, easy peasy. There you go. You're back on the board. Follow up to that, question number 6.
Yeah.
What famous English footballer, I know you're not huge into football, but you do follow a little bit every once in a while, but what famous, if you can think of some of your knowledge of English football, what famous English footballer did Helen have, and this is that apparently happened in Wikipedia. What famous English footballer did Helen have a threesome with during her time as an escort? Was it A, Wayne Rooney, B, Frank Lampard? Okay, there you go. Yep, that's it.
If it's related to Big Brother, it's okay.
Don't even, yeah, okay. If it's something Big Brother related, then you got it. Question number 7. What housemate from Big Brother UK holds the record for most times evicted during their times on the show?
Most times evicted during their times on the show.
He's been evicted the most times in the history of Big Brother UK. So obviously it'd have to be some people who've played more than once.
Of course. There's like a few people who were evicted twice.
I'm going to give you 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2.
I'll say Nikki, but the 3rd time she wasn't evicted.
Nikki would be 100% correct, my friend. Nikki has been evicted. According to my research, Nikki has been evicted on Big Brother UK 4 times. So I wonder if I bet she probably holds the
she got evicted twice in season 7. That's true.
Yeah, there you go. And then
in season 16, I think it is 3 times, because in season 16 she was like only a guest versus like an actual housemate. But I don't know if that counts as being evicted or not.
Well, Wikipedia and my Google search says it does.
All right, well, I'll take it. I mean, got it right. My
Google search is accurate, and she was also evicted 1 time on Big Brother Canada, and then had to like declare me the winner in front of everybody and like make a big target on my back. But that's
Right.
neither here nor there. Yes,
On her birthday.
yes, good memories on her birthday. Yes, it was
Sad.
It was a shame. Question number 8. All right, you were a psychology student at Exeter, right? So,
Yeah.
what substance with no therapeutic effect is known to offer much more psychological relief to people than the actual treatment?
Did you say substance though?
Yes,
With no chemical effect.
no therapeutic effect.
Therapeutic effect. Can you repeat the question?
Yes, absolutely. What substance with no therapeutic effect is known to offer much more psychological relief to people than having actual treatment? It's one word.
THC?
Wrong.
No, I'm afraid not. It is placebo, according to.
Oh, a placebo effect. Right. Oh, I see what you mean.
There you. Now you see where I'm going with.
Like, right. It's like it has nothing. It's like a pill with nothing.
Sure. I don't actually. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Okay. What city in the United States was the first ever capital in U.S. history back in 1789?
Let's see.
Also, keep in mind what this quiz is about too, right? All questions about yourself or things that you are known for. So that is always going to play a factor in this. So
Right.
keep that in mind too. So take a second. Not too long, but take a second.
Like New York? New York City?
Matter of fact, yes, it was New York City. George Washington famously took the oath as president on the balcony at Federal Hall in New York City. There
Right.
you go.
I didn't know that.
Speaking of New York, question
Yes.
number 10. Why aren't, this may seem like a bit of a silly question, and it is because it's random rapid fire. It can come from anywhere. Question number 10. Why aren't Buffalo cheerleaders allowed to do the splits? Get your funny hat on. It's funny time.
Okay. All right.
Get your funny hat on.
They're not allowed to do the splits.
You'll kick yourself for
The
missing.
crowd might go bananas.
Wrong.
No, I'm afraid not. It is because they stick to the ground. Take a second. Let that sink in.
Right.
Cheerleaders, splits, stick to the ground. Buffalo. Something funny.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
I think my answer is quite clever.
Yeah, but you've been doing too good, so I need to like give you some wrong answers every once in a while.
Okay,
You're doing amazing, by the way. I think you've almost, if you don't have the 50% just yet, you're pretty close to getting that. And if I didn't mention off the top, 50%, a passing grade, is what is needed because what's at stake here is my respect. More so than any money you could have won in Big Brother. In this game, you get my respect. A fifth place finisher's respect on Big Brother. Pretty much.
Try to get it.
Question number 11.
Uh-huh.
Name the top 2 leading goal scorers in the history of Arsenal.
I only know the current squad, so that's not going to be I mean, I'll say like Aaron Ramsey and Alexis Sanchez, but like it's obviously wrong. But I love Aaron Ramsey.
Obviously wrong. Can you think of any famous footballers in Arsenal from the early days of Arsene Wenger, like from the late 90s and early 2000s? All right, Thierry Henry. Doesn't ring a bell?
Oh, my friend lives close to him, next to him.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Thierry Henry's number 1.
Yeah.
Thierry Henry's number 1, but I guess you were just a wee lad.
I know him from France. Yeah, I remember him playing in France. I don't remember him playing in Arsenal.
But you were you were just like a wee lad, I suppose, when Thierry Henry was starring for Arsenal, and you're definitely too young. I think you might have been like just born when Ian Wright was wrapping up his career. Ian Wright.
I've never heard of Ian Wright.
Ian Wright is number 2. Yeah, Ian Wright retired sometime in the late 90s, early 2000s. So you're far too young to remember the likes of Ian Wright. Question number 12.
Hope we do better.
What's the name of the game where you can kill President Donald Trump? There's a game out there that was created when Trump was president where you can kill Donald Trump. Yes, I 100% agree. But Rosie O'Donnell apparently endorsed this game.
Oh, right.
The game. Can you name the game where you kill off Donald Trump, where people can let out their anger and frustration?
Like, fuck Trump.
Wrong.
No, it is. You're close. It is push Trump off a cliff. It's as simple. It's as simple as that. It's not one of those like false advertising things. All you do is you take your mouse or your cursor or whatever, and Trump is on the screen, and you start to push the cursor towards a cliff, and Trump's in a suit, and then he has a reaction like or something like that.
Loved it.
It's interesting. It's interesting. People need to find new innovative games these days. Question number 13. Name the Japanese innovation. You spent some time in Japan, did you not?
Yeah, my mom's Japanese.
Your mom is Japanese. There you go. So name, if you can, the Japanese innovation which became a hilarious game which tests how quiet you can be. And if you draw skull bones, you must do an embarrassing task. What's the name of that game?
Oh. Is it like the library? It's something to do with the library?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. It's the Silent Library. Library and silent kind of goes hand in hand. So you're literally it's pretty much like a quiet contest, is it not? It's pretty much like, okay, let's see who can be the quiet. It's like those elementary school things where the teacher will give you a sticker or something like who's going to be the quietest.
Do you try to scare them and stuff like that as well? Think.
I didn't.
I don't remember
that. I didn't do that thorough of research. I'm gonna assume, given it's a Japanese game show, it could be a variety of different things.
Very true. It can be anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Question number 14. True or false? Japan has over 50,000 people in their country who live there who are over the age of 100. Is that true or false? Over 50,000 people have lived past the century mark in their lives in Japan.
Who are still alive currently.
Yes, and they're over 100 years old. There's over 50,000 of them in Japan. Is that true or false?
I mean, Japan has a very aging population, but I think that's false.
Wrong.
No, that's actually, matter of fact, it's true. I got to assume that's got to be somewhere high up there in the terms of like oldest people in the world in terms of countries. Japan's got.
Yeah, I mean, Japan has the oldest highest life expectancy in the world. So
yeah,
that makes sense. But that's awesome. Over 50,000 people going strong.
That seems like a lot, but probably when you think of Japan's population, it's probably just like a small percentage of the Japanese people.
Right.
I don't even know.
Actually, no, but Tokyo alone has like a ridiculous amount of people. It's
well over 50,000
in the world, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question number 15. So true or false once again.
Yeah.
Our emotions affect the way we communicate. Now, obviously, you're a psychology student. Try to think of this in psychological terms. Is it true or false? The statement is, our emotions affect the way we communicate. Is that true or is that false?
I mean, yeah, true.
Wrong.
Not do my research. Apparently, it's the opposite. Apparently, it's the way we communicate, according to what I read on Wikipedia. Okay. Just like, yeah, okay. Question. Let's just move on. Let's just move on from that one. Let's just move on to the next one.
Let's try to get an extra question. That's a.
Okay, fine. I'll try to think of a random question right off the top of my head in a second. It's question 16. Filling a trash can full of water and leaning it up against someone's door and then knocking on the door, which yours truly famously did lots of times in college. Ha ha, I was pretty funny. And then obviously the people go to the door, open the door, water falls everywhere. It's known as a leaner. Now, or what P word, what could this be defined as something that you on your bio said you were a big fan of. What could what I just did be
Pranks?
defined as? What P word? What'd you say?
Pranks.
There you go. Yeah, you're loving the pranks.
Yeah,
What's your favorite all-time prank? Is there one prank that stands out, whether it's something you did in BB UK or whether it's something you did in college or any other time? Is there one prank that makes you think like, yeah, I'm pretty cool. I'm Raph.
Too many to think of. Like the best ones are the worst ones. So let's skip.
Fair enough. Okay, question number 17. And I'm going to stall while I'm doing this so I can come up with another question. Since
All right.
you are the first
Maybe a
person
Big Brother
on
one. Like a tricky Big Brother one.
since you're the first person to ever like bitch and complain and want another question. So while we do that, I'll stall and look up some Big Brother facts here and keep some more filling stuff going. Okay, so while we're doing some lookup things over here, I'll ask you question number 16 questions. I guess it's technically 16. Complete this.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, you better be. Oh, not until after this if you don't get my respect. Question number 17. Complete this famous song that Arsenal fans sang about a former French striker. I will sing it and you will complete it with the following. So the song goes, na 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 na, and then it's your turn.
Is there a name after that?
Yep, there's a name after that. There sure is a name.
Trying to think of present, like
It's a recent one, I'll tell you that. It's somebody who recently played for Arsenal but left actually the last season of Arsenal with Arsenal. He was with them for quite a while.
Okay. I'm trying to think French players. Like Chamberlain.
It could be a lot in Arsenal, right? Because they've had so many of them over the years. Who'd you say?
Chamberlain. Like
Chamberlain is not French, my friend. Chamberlain is, in fact, Chamberlain is English. It is Olivier Giroud. So
I knew him as well. I know, like
instead of
him. I knew him.
Instead of Hey Jude, it was Giroud. Maybe it was like the French contingent that were over there. But yeah,
I knew him as well.
Olivier Giroud was the main one. And okay, the first thing I can think of right now for Big Brother trivia for your final question is as follows. Name the first ever player to be evicted on Big Brother US. The first person to ever be evicted in Big Brother US.
There, you got me. I have no idea. I know Chicken George. But it wasn't him. I know he wasn't evicted first. So, could he have been? I know the answer to Canada and the UK.
To be fair, UK is one that you've like you probably watched and did a lot of research of going into the house. And Canada is still fairly recent. We've only had 16.
I would say Chicken George, but I assume that's wrong. Yes.
No, sorry. No, that was a mistake. I messed up. I messed up with the jingle. I'm sorry. That was false. But that's what you get for asking for another question from the quiz master.
They crowned the winner, and they were like,
that's what you get. That's your what's her name? What's the Miss America or Miss Universe person that got her crown taken?
Who did Celebrity Big Brother?
Yeah. What's her name? Columbia lady.
Yeah, Miss Columbia.
Yeah.
Something.
Anyways, that's your Miss Columbia moment right now. Is that I gave you a right answer, but it's the wrong answer. It's this.
Wrong.
It's incorrect. It's not Chicken George. In fact, they changed the format, or part of the reason why they changed the format on Big Brother US was because Chicken George was from a small town, and people were always saving him every single week because it was fan voting, and the US people didn't like that because he kept getting saved week after week after week. The first person that was ever evicted from Big Brother US was Will Mega. Will Mega. who sabotaged tasks with housemates, and really, like, right from the very beginning, was one of those people that walked in there and didn't know what he was getting himself into. So,
Right. Naturally, I guess.
Naturally, not the first one. But, Raph,
Yes.
you, my friend, have definitely gotten over 8.5, which means, congratulations, my friend. You have earned a 5th place finisher's respect. So congratulations. Do with that what you please. What are you gonna do with all that chunk change?
Smile.
Attaboy. Smile. It's a new day. Everything is A-okay.
Yes.
Well, Raph, thank you so much for doing this. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Before we go, Raph, a quick little plug, perhaps. Not that you need it with all your legions and legions of fans, but for people who want to follow along, see what's going on in the life of Raph, how can they do so?
On Instagram and Twitter, I'm at Raph176 everywhere. And I don't use Snapchat. Not a fan.
Excellent. And if you guys like this, feel free to give it a thumbs up in the section below. If you have any other special guests from Big Brother or from Survivor or from any of the game show world, feel free to let me know. I will do my best to get some more of them on. Stay tuned for some more rapid fire, and stay tuned later on in the summer as we determine the question that we've been trying to figure out since Big Brother Canada ended. And that is Spencer Clausen Ryan, or is Ryan Ballantyne Spencer? Of course, you can check out the interview I've done with Ryan and with Spencer individually. We are tabulating all of the results as we speak from a special lab. And I say lab because it sounds really professional. I'm actually like, I don't know. We'll figure something out. But stay tuned for that, guys. You can follow me on Twitter at JoelBBCan. JoelBBCan4 on Instagram. That's going to do it for this edition. Thank you so much again to Raph. We will talk to you guys again soon. Toodles.